In our last episode, brilliant Professor Brain was banished from Oxford when an experiment on the human brain went badly wrong. He secretly returned to continue his work on his brain baby of knowledge. But the brain became too greedy and drained Oxford of all its elite IQ. Professor Brain tried to stop the experiments, only to have his brain baby turn on him, leaving him badly injured. The brain baby had grown into a monster brain. The next stop was London. The brain hovered over Westminster, but did not find much IQ there. It then moved on to 10 Downing Street. The Prime Minister was away at checkers. So bad-tempered was the brain, it took it out on a poor friendly policeman who was only doing his duty. By now the brain was becoming tired, it needed a place of rest. It found the hotel prices in London way too expensive, so he settled for sleeping rough in the safety of the walls of Battersea Power Station. After a restless night, the brain was hungry. It needed more IQ fast. It tried the local McDonald's. No luck there. Next stop was across the Atlantic Ocean. Soon the brain was orbiting planet Earth, taking every bit of IQ that it could find. Could this be the end of our globe as we know it? There was only one person who could stop it before it was too late. The brain's creator, Professor Brain. After wasting 8 hours in casualty, still waiting to be seen, Professor Brain had had enough. He staggered home, diagnosed a dislocated shoulder and concussion, and treated himself. The professor had no time to waste. The survival of the human race depended on him. He worked non-stop day and night, struggling to find a solution to stop the brain. At last the professor came up with a brilliant plan. He would reconfigure his IQ gathering machine to collect silliness and nonsense from the world instead of IQ. The professor would then send a signal to the brain which would confuse it and disable the brain, causing it to self-implode. It was a theory, but it had to work. The professor went about collecting silliness wherever he could find it. While the professor was making final adjustments, military forces across the world fired all their weapons at the monster brain, to no avail. Then, when he thought he had enough, he fired it towards the brain. At first, nothing seemed to happen. But just then, when all hope seemed lost, a chain reaction started of silliness, firing, causing confusion, IQ destruction, and at last a massive implosion that destroyed the brain. The world was saved. IQ was restored. Professor relieved, though somewhat deflated, that the brain experiments went so badly wrong. But hang on a moment, I think he's got a new idea for a new project. Oh dear, watch out, planet Earth.